Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube. This is a pretty underwhelming opening pack. There's nothing that shouts out to me like, hey, you should take this. Except maybe a Scalding Tarn. I see like Burst Lightning, Looting Flame Slash could be good. So probably just take Scalding Tarn. I could see taking maybe Force of Negation if you are inclined to play, a blue deck or something like that. But I'm just going to take the Tarn, stay open. Okay, pack 2. Well, we've got Underworld Breach, which is probably the strongest raw power level here. World Spine Worm did get a lot better with the addition of Flash to the cube, so you could speculate on that one because you basically get a 2 mana make 3/5/5s. Um, Snapcaster Mage does go well with Scalding Tarn, but I think Snapcaster Mage has actually been power crept a little bit. It's still a great card, but it's not as dominating as it once used to be because stuff is just so good. Like Snapcaster Mage compared to Ragavan or Ocelot Pride or even the new Blue Tameo, it just doesn't even compare really. The Blue Tameo, I was thinking about this the other day. Thraben Inspector, 1 mana, make a clue. That card is kind of a staple of like white decks. It's really good. And Tameo is essentially that, but she does a clue every single turn. Like you feel really good when, for those of you who play Pauper, you like play Thraben Inspector, you bounce Thraben Inspector. Well, there's Yawgmoth's Will. There's also Lurrus to go with Underworld Breach. Hang on. Let me think about this. We'll get back to our Thraben Inspector talk. Um, the rest of this pack is pretty medium. Breach and Yawgmoth's Will are a bit like they compete for each other. It is pretty tough to get a deck where you can companion Lurrus, but Underworld Breach with Lurrus, like you just play Storm and you're pretty happy about it. You do miss out on things like Generous End, stuff like that. Savine's Reclamation can also just buy back Underworld Breach, which is kind of interesting as well. If you cast this from your graveyard, you may copy the spell. You know what? I might just take Savine's Reclamation here. I've never done this, but Breach Savine's Reclamation lets you double copy it, and that sounds fun. Sorry, I got very distracted. But yeah, Temio is basically like all the value you get in Pauper with playing Thraben Inspector, bouncing it to hand, replaying Thraben Inspector. You get all those clues. Tammy just does that by attacking. Like just by existing, she gives you a clue every turn. And then she can also flip into something ridiculous. So that's what I've learned about Tamio. Uh there's a Misty Rainforest. There's a Firebolt, Esper Sentinel. Just a good card. None of these packs have been particularly inspiring, so I think I'm just gonna take some fixing and see what comes up. There's a Thought Scour, which is good with Underworld Breach. There's Saheeli, who's just okay. Seder Wayfinder is pretty good. Phoenix is alright. I'll take the Thought Scour. There's a Mishra's Bauble, which is good with Breach. Scrapwork, Mutt, Jataxian Probe, this thing. Just gives stuff flashback. And then Deathrite Shaman, I do have 2 fetches, so Deathrite Shaman is quite strong in that type of situation. But I think I'm just going to take the probe, honestly. Okay. Now things get interesting. We have Unholy Heat just for some removal. Phantasmal Image or Metamorph or some of these cards. I played against this card recently and it is unbelievable. It's a very, very good card. Probe, Thought Scour, Breach. I mean, Reclamation with Phantasmal Image is pretty powerful. Kind of wish I had Lurrus. Soul Guide Lantern is fine. I guess it does with Breach, you could just trade it for cards. I think I'm going to take this Phantasmal Image. Here's this Caustic Bronco. I know I just passed Dark Confidant, but this card's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I could be moving into like a blue-black controlling type deck. Take the Caustic Bronco. See what happens there. Not a lot of great stuff from this pack. There's Faithless Looting, which again is good with Underworld Breach, but you need other things to be doing with Faithless Looting besides just, oh, I'm going to discard cards and eventually Underworld Breach will be good. That's not the best game plan. I do also have Savine's Reclamation though, so I could speculate on it, and I'm not going to play any of these other cards most likely. So I might as well set myself up to have an awesome deck if we open, I don't know, if we get Black Lotus or Lion's Eye Diamond, we could have the basics of a cool deck with like Lion's Eye Diamond plus Savine's Reclamation is interesting to me. So we'll see what happens. There's a Consider, just more cheap blue cards. Not playing any of the rest of these. You know, this actually looks like an interesting Abhorrent Oculus deck. Exile 6 cards from your graveyard. I could fill my graveyard pretty quickly. I'll take that. Fairy Mastermind, Flash Flying. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, draw a card. Yeah, sure. It's likely to at least be like a 2-mana 2/1 flash, draw you a card. Raucous Theater lets me splash the Caustic Bronco and makes my fetches pretty decent. Wow, what? Okay. Yeah, I'll take a Deathray Shaman. Valgavoth Terror Eater. This card destroyed me in a previous draft. It was honestly, it was pretty unpleasant to play against. There's a Timewalk. Timewalk Underworld Breach is incredible. So let's set up for that, shall we? Fourth Aerolingus, also just an unbeatable magic card. But I think Timewalk is surprisingly better. But it's interesting how close those two are. We have Fire Ice, Treasure Cruise, kind of just those two. I already have Abhorrent Oculus, so Treasure Cruise is a little bit worse. I think I'm just gonna take the Fire Ice. It's pretty good here. Also, Treasure Cruise Breach is not the best combo, but this is looking like just a fair Underworld Breach deck. And I put fair in quotations because we're just gonna cast Time Walk like 3 times in a turn. Assuming we can find like an LED or something, some way to generate mana. Frantic Search, High Tide. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've seen High Tide in the cube. If they cut High Tide from the cube, I'm gonna be so disappointed. That was genuinely like the best Storm variant. Probably not everyone played it that way, but in my opinion, High Tide was the best Storm deck. And they, they cut that one, but kept other ones as wild. I guess, okay. Technically, like, Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze, LED is the best Storm deck, but that's really more of a combo deck because you play Brain Freeze and Breach and you just win the game. It's not really Storm. Well, there's Frantic Search. If High Tide's not in the cube, I'll be so sad, but I think I just take this because Frantic Search Underworld Breach is effectively like 0 mana, draw 2, discard 2. But you can play the cards from your graveyard. So this just lets you dig through your deck so easily with Underworld Breach. So we could dig into the Time Walks quite easily. So I'm going to take that. I'm getting sad now because part of me has this like sinking feeling that they actually did cut Underworld Breach or High Tide from the cube. And I just want it to not be true. But I also should probably look it up, but I don't want to. I'm going to take Ponder. Volcanic Island seems great here. Good with High Tide. Just saying. Shallow Grave would also be decent in this deck, but I think I'm just going to take the fixing. We have 2 fetches. This makes my mana just excellent. There's a Steam Vents, but I just took Volcanic, so I don't need it so much. I could take a Gush. I feel like Gush probably will wheel. I mean, Brazen Borrower can help me win off Time Walk, like it's just a clock, because this deck doesn't do a whole lot yet. But that's okay. I'm just gonna take the Steam Vents. Show and Tell. Otawara lets us keep our land count a little higher, but get some more interaction. Pyrokinesis is basically Fury that you can cast at instant speed. So that's pretty good. I only have 1 red card though. I can take a Cabal Ritual. It's really, I think here it's Cabal Ritual or Otawara. I have 1 Raucous Theater right now. I'll speculate on this. Someone took Yawgmoth's Will though, so actually I'm gonna take this. Keep it a little bit more sensible. Robber of the Rich, Razorkin Needlehead. If defending player has more cards in hand than you, exile the top card in your library, and then you can play it. That's interesting. Whenever opponent draws a card, it doesn't damage. None of these cards are particularly good. I just want the blue cards. Guess I just take a Spire Bluff Canal here. We're just gonna have, like, yeah, what the heck. Chromehawk's Seed Shark seems like it would be good, but it's not amazing, so we're just gonna take Preordain. At this point, we may have enough spells to also be able to Treasure Cruise. In the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I think I'm just gonna Treasure Cruise. Then, off its eidetic memory, draw a card. You have no maximum hand size, and then you can grow a creature. I think I'm just going to take the black fixing for Deathrite and Caustic Bronco. This deck, like, blue is open, kind of. I'm not sure about what the rest of the cards are doing. Oh, I can Savine's Reclamation the Abhorrent Oculus as well. That's kind of awesome. Metamorphosis Fanatic. When it enters, just reanimate something. I guess I'm going to speculate on this Atraxa. There was a Shallow Grave going around. Okay, they took the Shallow Grave. Of course they did. Crater Maker or Crabomination. I'm going to take Wishclaw Talisman. Then we'll take a Gush. And this dude for the sideboard. This deck has so many cantrips. Okay. We have Jace Wheeler of Mystery. Someone took, like, we're being cut from a bunch of different directions. Someone took the Shallow Grave, someone took Yawgmoth's Will, but they passed Atraxa. Because I could take Entomb to do some cool stuff, but I don't know how likely that is to work given that Shallow Grave is gone. I could just take a Baleful Strix or Thieving Skydiver to stay on color. I mean, I do love a Baleful Strix. I could eventually kill my opponent with it. Honestly, we could probably win by just decking ourselves with Jace. We just go Underworld Breach, Frantic Search, draw our whole deck, play Jace as the last card, and win. It's good. I feel like Jace comes around, so I'm going to play it a little bit risky and just take this Baleful Strix. Because, I mean, ideally I would have a better win condition somewhere. Inquisition, Talisman, Memory Lapse. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources, so not a ton. I think Inquisition is better with Breach because you can play it more proactively. But I think Memory Lapse is nice because it can help protect the combo. Well, there's Mana Drain. There's also Animate Dead. Okay. I can Frantic or Faithless Looting or Frantic Search into Animate Dead Atraxa. I think I just take a Mana Drain here. That card is kind of busted. There's a Tendrils. I don't really have the mana generation. I mean, I could go Underworld Breach, cast Frantic Search 10 times, and then play a Tendrils. That is a potential like game plan. Occult Epiphany also gives us ways to discard cards and make like set up a clock basically. Subtlety is a really good tempo play as well. But I think this deck really wants to fill its graveyard. I'm just gonna take the Epiphany and see what we can do. There's Daze. I love a Daze. There's also a Mind Twist. We don't have so much mana fixing. I'm just gonna take the Daze. Or not mana fixing, mana acceleration. So I guess I'm probably not playing this card. I didn't pick up any white fixing. We're just Grixis. I mean, I don't really need the Jace, and that's why I didn't take it, because the late game plan of Underworld Breach, Timewalk 4 times, probably good enough. I mean, I'd need a lot of mana to do that, I guess. And I don't have any mana generation. So there's a little bit of things we need to work out, but I think we'll get there. We have Miscalculation, Sink into Stupor, Talisman of Creativity. Sink into Stupor is pretty good because I just can play it as a land, and my land count can be quite low, but then it's also a spell I can use later. Miscalc is just a good card, right? I just hold this up on turn 2, counter something, pretty happy about it. I have 24 playables, so I'm going to take the land. That just increases the power level of my deck, whereas Miscalc would just trade for another card, if that makes sense. This could be a Kaito Shizuki deck, although Tamio. Do I have any green mana? Because Tamio Timewalk is pretty busted. Draw a card, discard a card, make a ninja. That one's okay. Palantir, my curve is so low, it's actually not that good. We can try and get Tamio to work if I get a green source. I think that's more likely to be good than Kaito. Warlock Grove. That is a green source. The other option is Kolagon's Command lets us just have more inevitability with Abhorrent Oculus, and it's just a really good card. And then I don't need to take this pretty sketchy green splash, because this I can't even find off of my fetches. The other option is Thundering Falls, just to have even better mana. But I think I take the K command. There's a Badlands. There's also Galvanic Discharge or Cut Down. I can fetch this with only one duel. Probably not going to make Tamio work, unfortunately. Guess take the Badlands. Here, Swamp Mountain Forest. Well, actually, that could make Tamio possible. That's fetchable with both of my duels or my fetch lands. Yes. Now I can bring to light for Timewalk. Hold up. Is that good? 5 mana is a lot. I can get Timewalk. I can get Kolaghan's Command. You can get a creature, right? Yeah. Probably not doing anything else here. Okay, I'm interested. This could let me play the other card too. Probably not worth it. Probably just Subtlety is pretty good in this deck, but that's a consideration. Tear Asunder, exile target artifact or enchantment, blah blah blah. Definitely not an Oath of Druids deck. Definitely not a Thalia deck. I wish this was a league so I could just say like, yeah, we're not facing Thalia. This deck is kind of awesome though. I'm still not sold on Bring to Light. It's 5 mana for at best Time Walk. I mean, Kolaghan's Command's also interesting. Probably it's just not worth it. It's going to be a dead draw most of the time, but the rest of these cards are really good. We have Faithless Looting is the only one I'm considering cutting. I mean, I have Treasure Cruise, Abhorrent Oculus, Underworld Breach. Maybe it's okay. Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, maybe it's fine. But I guess a Cult Epiphany is basically Faithless Looting but better. We just have this very light red splash for Underworld Breach Kolaghan's Command. Yeah, okay. I mean, the game plan is just stall or wait until we can get a bunch of mana and Time Walk, or set up for a Tameo that we can protect and start Time Walking. Those all seem pretty good. If I had taken the white card, I could Savine's Reclamation back Underworld Breach, but I think that's fine. So I have Consider, Ponder, Preordain. So I think 16 land is probably fine. So I need to make one more cut. We also have Gush. Oh, Wishclaw Talisman. Yeah, that card's pretty medium here. I have so much fixing. I think I just run like all basic. Let's see, red sources. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources for 2 red cards. That's a bit of overkill. Black sources. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also pretty good. And then green sources. I have 1, 2, 3. It could be better, but honestly, this deck draws enough cards. I think it's probably fine. I'm wondering if I want an untapped green source, but I think the answer is just no. So we have 15 lands, 16 with Sink into Stupor. A lot of card manipulation. Deathrite Shaman can also tap for green. And we kind of win off Abhorrent Oculus, Subtlety Beatdown, Fairy Mastermind, Phantasmal Image, and just seeing what happens. See you all round 1. Alright, we're playing against Panda001. I'm going to keep this hand. It's quite a few lands for this deck, but we have Deathrite Shaman, we have a Cult Epiphany to like filter through some lands. Opponent says same to you. We love the nice people. So I can fetch turn 1, but I think I'm better off just playing Deathrite Shaman, and then I can use these fetches to grab Surveil lands or grab the tapped green source. Box rubies, not a good sign. Talisman, okay. I'm guessing they're doing some kind of storm thing or control. That's a very good start for them, though. Fairy Mastermind is nice. So we're just going to do this and pass. I can either fetch a Surveil land, or if they try and draw cards, we can Fairy Mastermind. Reckoner Bankbuster, you got it. Okay, let's fetch Raucous Theater. I don't really need that. So I think at this point I'm just going to grab a Volcanic Island and try to flash in the Fairy Mastermind, because they're going to Bankbuster at end of turn. This is 4 mana, each player draws a card, yeah. So Auto War is pretty good too. Yeah, let's go Misty Rainforest, move to combat attack for 2. And pass turn. They can draw off Bankbuster, and that's fine. If they crack Bauble and then Bankbuster, I do get to draw a card off the Mastermind. Okay, so I can Occult Epiphany here. Because I have Deathrite Shaman that can cast Tameo, I think I'm okay just grabbing an island. And I'll just attempt to occult epiphany for 2. Let's do it for 3. No, I'll do it for 2. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. So we will discard Spiral Canal, and Lost Card is pretty good with Treasure Cruise. But I want to... I guess I'll discard this Frantic Search. They draw a card. We get to go Thought Scour myself. I do have a fail case if I hit Time Walk and Breach. Just consider. Okay. Let's go Island. Move to combat. So part of me wants to cast a Treasure Cruise here. I can do it for basically 1 mana. Yeah, let's go for it. Cast Treasure Cruise. Whoa. Why is this my whole graveyard? I have 8 cards in my graveyard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I see what's happening. Reprieve is pretty gross. I do get to draw a card off Fairy Mastermind at least. There's a Baleful Strix. I could play Baleful Strix, but then I don't have Kolaghan's Command up, so I think I'm just gonna wait. They draw a card. I can deny the mana because I don't have any counter magic at the moment. I think I'm just gonna wait. They seem like an artifact-based deck, so there's probably something better than I can K-command than just like a talisman. Getting my Treasure Cruise reprieved is quite brutal, though. Here's the unfortunate part. I have a doctor's appointment in like 50 minutes, and this is not looking like it's going to be a fast matchup. I do like them doing that and triggering my Fairy Mastermind, though. And me drawing Subtlety. It's something to do with this Treasure Cruise. Ah, balance is pretty good. Pretty good here. Let's eat their silent clearing. Man, balance is so broken here. We're gonna add black. I'm gonna Kolaghan's Command. I guess I can let this resolve and then K-command. Because I do kind of want one of these creatures. Yeah, we'll do that. Choose 3 lands I control to keep. This one, and this one. Sacrifice all my creatures. That lets me Treasure Cruise. Well, they gave me a better target. So that's good. They didn't wait for me to skip through. Okay, so red, black. Let's Kolaghan's Command. Destroy target artifact. And we're going to get back the Fairy Mastermind or the Deathrite Shaman. Honestly, probably just Deathrite Shaman. There's a Gush. We love a Gush. Okay. Deathrite Shaman, definitely want. I can't do that and Baleful Strix. But I think the Shaman is more important to get into play. Island. Last turn. I'm thinking now I should have gotten back Fairy Mastermind. I could have played the Baleful Strix and Fairy Mastermind. I wasn't thinking of how limited I was on black mana. Because the Mastermind's good against the remaining Bankbuster. Okay. I cannot gush that, unfortunately. Vindicate my Badlands is pretty wild, though. Stoneforge Mystic. So I can Subtlety that? Do I really care that much? I don't think so. They failed to find? Is it just... is this just a plain Stoneforge? Okay. They must have Batterskull or one of the other ones. We will pass turn. They just Vindicate my Badlands. That's wild. We will play Steam Vents untapped. And I'm going to eat my island to play Baleful Strix while I have the ability. Yeah, it's not the best time walk, but I'll play it. I already played a land. Okay. We will move to the next turn. Mana Drain is pretty good here. I think I'm going to go with a Gush. Because I think Ode of War is good. Let's do this and Gush. Let's see what they got in their hand. Okay, Caldera Complete and Prismatic Ending that they didn't want to play. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in theory, they could just hard cast the Caldera. Let's go kill the Stoneforge. I kind of want to just Phantasmal Image the Baleful Strix, but I'm better off just holding up Mana Drain, and because they're going to Prismatic Ending my Death Right, I'm just going to attack them with it. They draw a card, make a 1/1. This can control vehicles as lowest power with 2 or greater. So they can attack me for 4 with their 1/1, I guess. Wait, this makes a treasure token? Huh. Exactly what we wanted to see. Mana Drain. That's a lot of mana. Would be a shame if someone drew Underworld Breach. Take 4. Okay, drawing Island is not the best. So, let's go Island, Treasure Cruise. Keeping some cards in my bin. Okay, that's a lot of land. Yeah, at this point, I think I just want to Phantasmal Image the Baleful Strix and see if I can get anything to use my mana with. Caustic Bronco. Yes, I will play that. Could even saddle the Bronco. I can cycle the Proving Ground. That is kind of my only green source left, though, if I happen to draw Kiora, who's like pretty close, or whatever, Tamio. So we're just gonna attack for 1. I have Memory Lapse, basically Timewalk. I might just Memory Lapse whatever they play, because they don't have much card draw. Opter Foundry. That's gonna be annoying. Let's just put that on top of their deck. I'm really just playing Memory Lapse as Timewalk more than anything. Like, it puts it on top. It's not... I wouldn't counter that because it's not that game-breaking, although I do need to win the game, and that does gain them life and give them flyers, so maybe it is a problem with us only having 8 cards left in our deck. Really hope they exile the Baleful Strix and not the Deathrite Shaman. Oh, okay, sure. Ah, Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, so they get to just eat the Deathrite Shaman now? Oh, okay. This is fine. The lifelink is problematic if they decide to attack that way. Okay, and they're tapped out. And I know the top card of their deck. I'm less worried about my life total and more worried about how many cards I have in my deck. Ponder. I mean, maybe. Ugh. I almost just want to Otawara the Pilot token. Let's play this. If I Otawara the Pilot token, they... Oh, I don't have the mana because this has ward whatever. I'm at 6. They're going to make some flyers. Then I'm going to play Subtlety. I think I have to get Subtlety down here and also probably need to just attack them for 2. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. They can, in theory, go for the win with Thopter Foundry to make 3 Cropters to crew the Bankbuster. If they do that, I can just block the Pilot token. And somewhere on the bottom of my deck are all my win conditions. Okay, so they're just crewing this. That's fine. We'll take 4 and go to 2. Play Subtlety. This doesn't do anything. This is game 1. I have a doctor's appointment. Help. Abhorrent Oculus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not great. Let's ponder. Do I just bin the Preordain here? I think I just shuffle, actually. Sink into Stupor is pretty good. Okay, so we get to go Island. I need to attack them, so we'll do that. And we're gonna exile 6 cards from my graveyard to play this thing. I have 7, so the last card is gonna be... Maybe I don't need Time Walk. Maybe that's just the play. Yeah, I guess I just don't need Time Walk. I'm just gonna kill them very quickly. So I'm just gonna keep Spirebluff Canal as the last card. They get to make some tokens. I did tap incorrectly. I was supposed to keep up the green mana. Yeah, I needed green so I could gain life off Deathrite. That was a bit of a mistake. They can sack the treasure to make a Thopter. If they sacrifice the Bank Buster, so they have 3 Thopters right now. So that's fine. If they sacrifice the treasure token, then I just bounce a Thopter at end of turn before they can draw Counterspell. Oh, they sacked itself but kept the treasure. They could have made... Does this say another? No, they could have actually killed me here. Okay. Yeah, I guess I wait. I was thinking I have to do it now, but I need to block this with Deathrite Shaman. Choose a card to manifest. The rest will be put into your graveyard. Are they just gonna try and block me so I can't kill them? Because that would be pretty devious. Jace the Mind Sculptor. I am dead to that, but I'm also just dead to flyers, so I guess I'm just dead. I played this so wrong. Okay. Um, yeah, we'll run it back. Yeah, if I had Deathrite Shaman ability to gain life up, I can like let Jace resolve and take the damage. We're gonna go first. Hand's good. We're gonna go Proving Ground. Go ahead. So they don't really know all the stuff that my deck does. But I think if I just land a turn 1 Caustic Bronco, that's gonna be so much value. Especially against Celestial Colonnade. We'll get blue in play. That way I can Mana Leak or Mana Drain next turn if I draw it. As long as this doesn't hit Treasure Cruise, we're okay. Okay, they have a Mox. We don't love that. They're vindicating my land. Okay, I guess. I'm really not mad about that in any way. Let's attack them. The Texian Probe. I like that. See what you got. Cauldra to Fairy, Cathar Commando, Mind Twist. So, I definitely want to memory lapse something here. I'm just going to play this and pass. If they try Mind Twist for 4, I memory lapse it. What are they doing? Oh, they're just going to Cathar Commando? Okay, well, that works for me. Underworld Breach, so let's go Misty, Fetch, Volcanic, attack them. Frantic Search is actually pretty decent here because I have the Underworld Breach. Okay, they're just doing nothing. I'm not mad about it. Let's go ahead and they could have balance, but I just saw their hand and they didn't have it last turn, so unless they drew it, I can even memory lapse the balance. And honestly, I'm still getting decent value out of this. I think I'm actually gonna subtlety this. Because this is just basically Timewalk. They have no blockers, they can't do a whole lot. All this. They reprieve my subtlety. I get to draw... No, I don't get to draw a card off the Mastermind. Okay, so they drew reprieve. I could subtlety away the Frantic Search. Honestly, that's probably fine. I know almost their entire hand and it's quite bad. I'm also playing around Mind Twist by just having good cards in play. Okay, so whatever they go for, I'm just going to memory lapse. They do have Celestial Colonnade that can start blocking, which is actually a big problem for my deck. They don't know that yet, though. The Vindicate on the lands is such a wild play. Mind Twist for 2. Okay, that's pretty good. If they have balance here, it's pretty bad for me. The upside of them potentially having balance is, ooh, Kolaghan's Command seems pretty good. So let's attack. I'm kind of interested in Kolaghan's Command, kill Mox Ruby, make them discard. Their hand is Caldera, Teferi, something else. Because Underworld Breach can draw me cards, but they're just going to Mind Twist me next turn. Unless I can draw enough cards. My K command, should I just attack with Deathrite Shaman? Yeah. Play this. And I know they're drawing Mind Twist. I guess I do just K command now. Target player, destroy target artifact, 2 damage to them. Yeah, they don't have balance because they would have drawn it. So they could Mind Twist me. They can't Jace. I'm trying to win so I can go to the doctor, man. Although them winning is probably much faster than how quickly this deck can win. But I have like 15 minutes. So if the next game does go long, I probably just have to concede. As much as I enjoy all of you guys and playing Magic, health is way more important. Tameo. Tameo. Spells and abilities your opponent's control can't cause you to do bad stuff. Cool. Let's attack for 4. If this goes through, I'd probably just keep up Deathrite Shaman. Ooh, Gush is pretty nice. They fall to 3. Yeah, I'll cast Gush. Oh, there we go. Play Timewalk. Okay. Okay. Winning the game. Our deck is perfect at that. There's no problem with our clock. All right, game 3, speed run on the draw. Let's do this. Inquisition's pretty good here. See what they take. Probably Mana Drain. They take Kolaghan's Command. They must have an artifact they care a lot about. Pretty telling though. Let's preordain. We're digging for some kind of pressure. Gush, Fire Ice. Bottom that. I will keep Fire Ice. Some removal's generally good to have. I can also just cycle it next turn. Yeah, exactly. we would die if Esper Sentinel just stays in play. So I can Mana Drain them. Although Fairy Mastermind is interesting with Esper Sentinel. Are they going to vindicate my Spirebluff Canal? They've made that play so many times. Okay, Lingering Souls. That's actually okay. Because I have Fire Ice. And I think I might just want to trade here. That's going to cause them so many problems. Although I could just do it on their turn and draw more cards. Nah. I think trading off is fine. I have Underworld Breach. I get to go Island. And I think I'm just going to Fire Ice now. I could hold up Mana Drain, I guess. Might make sense, but... Yeah, actually they have Mind Twist in their deck. I should just Mana Drain. Oh, no! It's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, I got max punished. No! Yeah, that's on me. Oh, okay. Well, trying to finish before the doctor. I'm really completing my speed run here. Can we just draw Abhorrent Oculus? Oh, I played the wrong land too. Yikes. Alright. My fault. Palantir is probably just gonna kill me. Opter Foundry. Their deck is super weird. No cards. Okay, let's go Raucous Theater. Put that on top. Okay, you know, I could still win this. I get to go Baleful Strix Timewalk next turn. Palantir does damage to me, but it doesn't really do much else. I can F6 through their turn. Man, I messed up, but I still might be able to win this. Flashback the souls. I take 5. They lose Vindicate, I guess. So let's go Baleful Strix. Timewalk. I'm almost wondering if I'm supposed to wait to Timewalk until I can Thought Scour or something, but we can breach into Timewalk again. They already used Inquisition, and there's the Oculus. I guess I want to can Thought Scour myself first. There's an island. Oculus. Exile some stuff. They have 1 card in hand? Yeah. And then if I get to untap, I can most likely double Timewalk. Choose a card to manifest, the rest will be put in a graveyard. Let's just manifest this. Zurin Orb. Oh my gosh. They're... Okay. You can get your influence counter. No cards. Take 2. There's my land, so... Yeah, let's do the thing. Grab an island. Let's move to combat. Back with these. See what they do. They could quad block the Abhorrent Oculus, but they didn't. They're just chump blocking. Little do they know I'm taking 2 more turns here. Unfortunately, this triggers on the opponent's upkeep, but that's fine, I guess. Cast Timewalk. Exile these. Cast Timewalk. Exile these. We did the thing. Okay. Subtlety is great. Let's attack. They chump block. Let's play Subtlety. I think I'm gonna do this. Pre-doctor visit speedrun. I literally have like 4 minutes on the clock, but also in real life. So they need to die very soon. But they have like Zuran Orb, Thopter Foundry to dirtle as much as humanly possible. I do draw Memory Lapse. Maybe I should have just been attacking with Baleful Strix this whole time. Okay, so they're not going to Zuran Orb. That's good. They're going to double block my Manifest. Or just do that and chump. Okay. They must have balance. They might be able to kill me before balance goes off. And then Palantir plus balance is pretty strong. We'll see. I do get to Manifest Dread. Talisman's fine. Their deck didn't seem too big that they could actually kill me with Palantir. Although, I'll let them draw a card. That's 4. They could actually pretty easily kill me here. Caustic Bronco. A little bit suspicious. I'll still play it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're not quite dead. I almost wonder if I'm supposed to bounce the Talisman. Or not bounce, Memory Lapse the Talisman because they tapped out of white. So they're like missing land drops. Okay, they keep sacking the Thopter to itself, which is interesting. Block there. Let's play the Caustic Bronco. They're just very dead. If they have balance and a way to stop Memory Lapse, I lose. Do this. I don't know what the point of Manifest Dread is. I don't get to really... I guess I get to choose which card I manifest, and my deck has very few creatures, but... Alright, opponent, do you have balance? Chase the Mind Sculptor. That doesn't do it, right? They can bounce this, and they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We let Jace resolve. They are still super dead, even with Jace. Yeah, Brainstorm makes sense. I think they basically have to dig for, like, planes plus balance. Oh, and they milled Demonic Tutor. That's exciting. Opponent, please. I need to go, like, immediately. This is like timing out in real life. They go for balance. I counter it and they don't have anything. Great. I'm just gonna let them draw a card. That's like the one way that I lose. Yes, you can draw a card. Okay, we have Gush. Okay. Alright. See you guys next time. Did you guys feel that? Oh, it's time travel. Went to the doctor, came back. We're playing round 2. Playing against Rapture Ready, and this hand is great. Okay. Well, just Black Lotus go. Not super mad about that. Let's see what's going on over there. What do you got? No more lies. Subtlety, damn. Wait, what? They just have all... Okay, this is gonna be quite the matchup. That's just all interaction. Huh. What is this deck? They just hardcast a subtlety here at the end of turn? They might. Honestly, that would be pretty good. Sorry. So they're gonna no more lies and just hold that up? And then just hang out? Okay. Yeah, let's preordain, I guess. See if they want to counter this using Black Lotus. Don't need any of these. Okay, Tamer's a little weird. See if they flash in subtlety. They don't. Honestly, like they don't know this, but against my deck, flashing in subtlety is probably the correct play. They go island. Did they draw something good? What is happening? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. So they get a 2/2 and a 4/4? Actually, that's pretty good. The fast clock. They have subtlety up. I have Underworld Breach. So this I can bounce the token with later. So let's shock into Steam Vents. So they have Subtlety, Damn, Wrath of God, and No More Lies. I think I'm just going to main phase Fairy Mastermind because I don't like... I know their hand exactly. If they want a Subtlety, they can. Well, their hand doesn't do very much. I'll just trade here. Well, my original plan was to Otawar the Sekiratron Squadron, but don't exactly have the mana for that. So we play it. Pass turn. My plan is to probably Occult Epiphany. I mean, this is a fast clock. It's kind of janky, but it's doing the thing. And this exiles, right? Oddly relevant against Frantic Search. So let's try Occult Epiphany. They almost certainly counter this. Okay. I draw Daze, which might end up good. I don't think Tameo is happening. And Frantic Search plus Treasure Cruise is tempting. I also have Underworld Breach, so Frantic Search is pretty good. Huh. I mean, Daze seems really good. I can't discard Breach and Tameo. Actually, this is just creatures, right? Maybe I just discard Breach, and then I just Tameo back the Time Walk. That actually seems okay. Let's discard Breach, and unfortunately Daze. I know Daze would be good, but block here. Fire, ice. Okay, so I can ice their guy. I'm just going to attempt a Frantic Search, see if they let that resolve. Okay. Discard Deathrite Shaman, and I just discard Tamio at this point. Probably, I can't even cast her. Play an island. I'm not gonna Time Walk just yet. I think I want to ice their squadron dude. I will attack for 1. Upkeep, we're gonna go ice. Securiton squadron. Oh, I could also ice their planes at the end of turn. That's also interesting. Nah, we'll ice this dude. I kind of want them to play a big spell. Okay, there's the Proving Ground, so we play that. Let's attack for 1. I can attempt a Time Walk. I can't Treasure Cruise and do everything, so I think I'm just gonna pass turn and wait until I can, like, mana drain their subtlety. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Because now I can easily play around No More Lions with all that mana. I take 4, but I don't really care. That's gone. Nothing in their hand is castable as far as I'm aware. Caustic Bronco is pretty good. Not into that, though. Let's first cast Time Walk. Then we will Treasure Cruise, exiling Preordained Probe, Daze, Reach, Epiphany, this. They have a Fairy Mastermind, good to know. So they get to draw a card here. Then I get to go black, blue, or Baleful Strix. Then I get to go Thought Scour. Honestly, I think I want to mill them because if I mill my win conditions, I just die. Hey, I milled 2 lands. That's perfect. Then I will play a Badlands and pass turn. And no attacks. Alright, I cast Time Walk. Forgot about that one. This is an artifact. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So let's go Volcanic Island. Kolaghan's Command. So they have 2 board wipes here, so I don't want to go too all in. I think what I want to do, get back the Fairy Mastermind, so I shouldn't have exiled a creature there, I guess. And then save Caustic Bronco for after the Wrath. I guess they'd still have to draw the planes to be able to cast a Wrath. Yeah, this makes sense to me. We're gonna get this back, kill this one. Black, red, blue. They play No More Lies. I will tap my mana. That's gone. That means I can't Fairy Mastermind. I will attack for 1 here. I get to see what's going on. Okay, fair enough. I go up to 9, and then this attacks. It does have Vigilance. I don't get to chump block it. I could literally just die to this thing. Go Island. Maybe I should have killed it, but that plays right into their Wrath. When it's saddled, you just hit them for stuff. 1, 2, 1, 2. I can do all of this. Let's play Caustic Bronco. Pass turn. Let's play Fairy Mastermind. They counterspell that. Fair enough. There's all counter magic. We will block here. Consider is pretty good. Definitely graveyard that. Subtlety can't actually even trade with this thing. I need to draw something here. I'm gonna attack into this. Okay. What a way to go. Just Caustic Bronco, 5 yourself to death. I think that was correct, because like hold back, double chump with subtlety, lose all my win conditions seems not like the avenue I want to go. This hand seems okay. I think my problem was discarding Tamio that one turn. I'm also just gonna fetch a tapped land here. They don't have Black Lotus this time. Literally, they would have no clock without that Black Lotus. I'm gonna grab the Proving Ground, Island. I'm gonna wait. Well, let's probe, see what's going on. Mystic Confluence, Balance, Securiton Squadron, Sahili, Brazen Borrower, Swords. Okay. This is gonna be such a long matchup. I just need to deal with Sahili's a problem actually. Like if they resolve a Sahili, I'm gonna have trouble. They played Island. Let's go Island, Preordain. Bottom both of these. Frantic Search with Breach is good. They drew a Plains. They have Black Lotus. I could Memory Lapse that, but they just redraw it. They have Mystic Confluence up now, which I don't love. Let's ponder. Fairy Mastermind, Kolaghan's Command, Otawara. I can work with this. So for this turn, I want Fairy Mastermind. Next turn I want that. So let's go this on top, this on top, this on top. Shuffle, no. Just play an island. I guess I can play Badlands because I could in theory Frantic Search into... Yeah, I could Frantic Search into Kolaghan's Command if something really mandates it. This deck is so weird. I need to basically just draw the Oculus at the right time. Yeah, we'll wait. Okay, so now I get to do the thing. Let's go Island. In their upkeep, we can Kolaghan's Command. Upkeep, Kolaghan's Command. They discard a card, destroy an artifact. Red, black, blue. So they can Mystic Confluence and then I Memory Lapse and then they redraw Mystic Confluence. Or they can let it go and then I Memory Lapse whatever they do next. They're just letting it happen. It still says destroy target artifact in the graveyard. Okay, so that just happened. They discard a card. Yeah, balance makes sense. They upkeep a Brazen Borrower. That one we're going to have to be okay with. Forensic Gadgeteer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. They don't have like any artifacts. Okay. Flash in our Fairy Mastermind. We get Otawara. Let's start off with just Frantic Search here. Discard Steam Vents Otawara? Yeah. Because I have Gush. Untap these. Let's go Baleful Strix. Timewalk. So let's play blue. Let's Gush here. Play land. Let's consider Tamio. Put that on top. Play Timewalk. Do I offer the trade with Brazen Borrower? Probably, because I have Kolaghan's Command. I can flash back eventually, and just getting stuff away from them is probably good. I should have attacked before I played Timewalk. So now I get to go... They have Mystic Confluence and some other stuff. I think I just play an island and pass. Because I wanted Tamio Timewalk in the same turn. Yeah, I'm just going to pass. I can like mana drain, memory lapse, whatever. This deck is really hard to play because the win conditions are not amazing. Alright, I lied. I guess they have that. We'll let Mox Pearl resolve. The Kirtan Squadron. They get a bunch of clues. I think I am just going to mana drain this so I have the mana to do all the stuff I want. And they just crack a clue. Oh, right, because it's 1 mana, draw card. That's actually not bad. Little do they know they're probably not going to get another turn. Okay. Cold Epiphany. Draw some cards. Discard. Daze. I really need this land. Discard Daze Memory Lapse doesn't work. I don't really want to discard Breach. Because I want to Breach into Time Walk twice. Let's just hope for the best. Think into Stupor. Oh, I have Mana Drain. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so I get to go green, blue, Tamio. Tamio gets back Time Walk. Play Time Walk. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So next turn, if I hit a land, I can Breach. Let's attack for 3 in the air. Deathray Shaman's also pretty good. So let's uptick Tamio. Oculus. I did hit it. So now I get to go Underworld Breach. Thinking a Stupor. Play. Pay 3 life, yes. Cast Timewalk, exiling this, this, and this. Cast Timewalk again. Exiling this. I can do Taxi and Probe, but I actually don't think I want to get through my deck any faster here. So I get 2 extra turns currently. Breach goes down. We get Treasure Cruise. I'm gonna go with Oculus. Exiling, Consider, Gush, Odawara, Preordain, Misty, Probe. She's just gonna get back Time Walk. I will play Time Walk. I will play Deathrite Shaman. This is so many turns in a row, it's beautiful. Attack. Phantasmal Image. Yeah, seems good. Let's attack them for a bunch. They're literally just dead, so can eat them for 2. I don't think there's any way I can like win. They're at 3, they're at a virtual 1. I think we just let it be. Oh, they're just literally dead. Okay. I realized I had another turn. Okay, game 3 is gonna be fine. We're fine. The deck's great. What could possibly go wrong? We did the thing though. That's what our deck was supposed to do, is take a bunch of turns in one big burst. I took like 4 turns in a row. This hand is great. We finally get Abhorrent Oculus early, and this card seems really important for our win the game plan. Let's keep this. Dude, stop it with the Black Lotus openers, please. Are you just gonna make it 4/4 and a 2/2 again? I'm very happy with that. I'm so happy with them using Black Lotus that way. Oh my gosh. Probably gonna want green mana with this. I'm unlikely to want a Gush, so let's just play this. Wow, what a use of Black Lotus. I don't love that. Let's Thought Scour. I guess one thing is I could draw Daze here. Think of the Stupor, Detecting Probe. You gotta say Healy. They have Ice. Or I can play Ice. Let's go. I need 6 cards in my graveyard here. I can Gush into it, but that's pretty bad. I think I just play Misty and see what they do. Because I can at least fire the Saheeli tokens, but they're going to get a lot of them. Unless they do nothing. Grab this tapped. I guess the upside is their deck is super dirtily, so maybe I'm not that scared. I could go end of turn Subtlety. Nope, okay. Love to see this. They're not doing anything, I'm not doing anything. Ponder. Yeah, let's go Island. Ponder. More cards in my graveyard. All of these are good. I want a Cold Epiphany this turn with the ability to draw into Subtlety, so Baleful Strix is last. Seems good. They're just doing nothing, so I don't have to do anything. And I know that I want this last card, so I'm going to play this. Unfortunately, well, I could graveyard it. That would give me 6. But I'm going to put it on top, because that's really good with Occult Epiphany. Yeah, let's... Do I just Occult Epiphany for 1? I think so. Whoa. Hang on. Tap differently. I very clearly have mana drained, and that's okay. Discard Baleful Strix. Make 2 1/1s. Deathrite Shaman's good. Let's attack Saheeli, because if I use mana drain defensively, I don't want to get the mana back. They could have Wrath, but their mana's so bad, I'm just going to play a Deathrite here. They can counter Deathrite Shaman, I don't really care. I could Gush, but I think I just wait. Mystic Confluence, draw 3 cards. I will mana drain this. I have Subtlety on defense. I can ice one of those things in their upkeep. I don't think I need to, though. I can fire both servos. A sword's my death right. You got it. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill both of these now. Okay, go ahead. I only have 4 minutes left. I'm playing much slower than my opponent here, and I admit that. They do nothing? We like that. I get a ton of mana. 5 mana. Um, let's attempt Gush. Okay, that's great. Volcanic Island. Blue. This. Frantic Search. Discard. Island. And honestly, Breach. At this point, well, Breach is pretty good. I'll discard the Treasure Cruise. Play those. Play Timewalk. Let's attempt an Abhorrent Oculus. Okay, let's attempt. I can't attempt a Tameo, can I? They could counter her if I play her. So I'm actually going to attempt an Underworld Breach because I have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. No more lies. Counter that unless I pay 3. I'm gonna let that get exiled. Then we'll just play Tameo. Actually, I'm gonna play Subtlety here. Then we get to kill Saheeli. And I mistimed my mana a little bit here. Let's attack. Attack Saheeli. Attack them. Attack them. Attack them. Then we play Tameo. And Tameo will get back. I'm just gonna uptick. Yeah, I timed my mana wrong. I wanted 1 more mana so I could Tameo Timewalk. Caustic Bronco. We hit it. Okay. I guess Phantasmal Image was probably a better hit. Okay, I'm F6'd. Would have loved to have hit Daze. So the reason I didn't use Tameo there is if they Wrath of God, I'm gonna need to get back the Oculus to have any chance of killing them on time. Okay. They steal Tameo. Guess I should have gotten back Timewalk. What did they get back? Black Lotus? Oh, and then they're gonna Wrath? It's pretty good. Take the 1 just in the off chance they have balance instead of Wrath. Wow, well played by them. Ooh, Kolaghan's Command. Okay. Black, red, blue. Kolaghan's Command, cast. Return target creature, card from graveyard to hand. 2 damage any target. So we're gonna get back this and kill this. Play this. Play this. This does deck me pretty quickly. Go ahead. I don't know if I can kill them fast enough if they don't have more removal. If they have balance here, I'm screwed. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can physically win this game now. Yeah, the stealing my Tameo into balance is pretty rough. They have counterspell? Okay. Yeah, this is the classic matchup where they just have more answers than I have threats in my whole deck. It all came down to my mistimed Tameo Timewalk. If I had just been able to make that work, I think I'd be fine. I don't know if I have a win con left in my deck. Yeah, I think if I just Timewalk with Tameo better, we'll be okay. Also, Breach is exiled, I think. Oh, I have a win con. Okay. I actively don't want to draw a card off Fairy Mastermind. Jeez, okay. A lot of counters here. Play this. Bounce this. See if I can win. Not great. Not a great start. Wondering, no, if I didn't kill Tameo with the Kolaghan's Command, I'm like super dead because they just get back Fractured Identity or Counterspell or something. Take 7. Preordain. Not the best thing you would want. Attack for 2. I don't think I can win. I don't remember what the last card of my deck is, but I don't think I can win. It's probably just more cantrips. They're gonna beat me on like almost every aspect.
Team Vents, yeah. You win on all three angles. I'm gonna time out, deck myself, and take all the damage. So they just won through all avenues here. See you all next round. Alright, we're playing against Higby. This hand does some stuff, so we'll keep it. This deck is very hard to pilot because like it's full of cards that don't win the game. And I deck myself so quickly because it's a bunch of cantrips and whatnot. I'm gonna play the Proving Ground. The thing about Surveil is you want to do it when you know what you're looking for. I kind of want both lands and spells, so I'm okay taking blind draws for a couple turns since I don't really care what I draw. Is this another control mirror? That could be a problem. Let's go Island, pass turn. I will attempt a Fairy Mastermind at the end of their turn. Oh. When you just come damage a player, put a chorus counter on it, draw a card, and then discard a card. If there's stuff on it, you can cast stuff for free. So they get to loot when they hit it. Yeah, I'll kill that with fire, I guess. Part of me is thinking maybe I'm supposed to trade Fairy Mastermind with it, keep Fire Ice, but I don't think that's a big deal. We get Mana Drain. It's a good card. We don't have much to do with our mana yet. We have like Deceiver Exarch? No. It's a lot of black mana. Okay, because I have Kolaghan's Command, I'm just going to try and resolve this Fairy Mastermind. Yeah, Mana Leak is fine. Now that I know they have it as well, it's a bit easier. Let's go Deathrite Shaman, hold up Kolaghan's Command. Also have Mana Drain, Memory Lapse, playing around Daze. Liliana of the Veil. Kind of like the idea of Memory Lapsing this. Forces them to use the mana next turn. It gives me more time to draw something I want to spend a bunch of mana on. Okay, Raucous Theater. Yeah, we're just trying to find an expensive thing when I mana drain this. Like that. Seems good. No attacks. Mana drain her. Actually, wait. I can Kolaghan's Command, get back Fairy Mastermind, and then just sacrifice the Fairy Mastermind, letting me keep Deathrite Shaman. I kind of like that. Okay, Kolaghan's Command. We're going to get a creature back and make them discard a card. Black, red, that. Uh-oh. They discard Atraxa. I definitely need... If they had Shallow Grave, they just Atraxa Shallow Grave. So we're just going to play the Fairy Mastermind and then use this to exile Atraxa. What a play, huh? I'll sacrifice you. There's no way they have Shallow Grave. They would have done that first. Yeah, okay. Now Deathrite does the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think I wait a turn because we have to attack Liliana here. I'm gonna be sad if they reanimate, but they couldn't do it last turn. Okay, perfect. Island. Play Treasure Cruise. Pass turn. I have Mana Drain plus Deathrite Shaman activation. Crabomination. Okay, you're gonna get countered. They probably scoop to this. Let's exile Atraxa first, because that's scarier. Okay, I have so much mana and a bunch of cantrips. Let's start with Preordain. Bottom. Baleful Strix is okay. I'm going to bottom it though. Ponder. Day's not exactly what we're looking for. Ponder. Okay, I like this. Let's this on top, this on top, put this on top. Shuffle, no. Occult Epiphany for a whole bunch. Let's do... I'm drawing Timewalk. Do for 4. Okay. Discard. Daze. Island. Phantasmal Image. Thought Scour. I'm in any order. Then I get to Timewalk. And then eat their Mana Leak for damage. Last turn. Oh look, my extra turn. Can I draw Underworld Breach? No. Okay, I'm just flooding pretty hard actually. Like with these. And I still have Frantic Search in my deck, so I'm gonna keep this land in hand. I don't think I need much more mana than this. Grave Titan. We will put that back into your hand, my friend. Let's eat the days just to do damage. Gush, I can actually just do this. Do this. Okay, Underworld Breach, I think I just win. Breach. Yeah, just take a bunch of turns and win. So let's play Timewalk. 1, 2, 3. Let's play Timewalk. 1, 2, 3. And then let's play another Timewalk. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good. I will take 3 extra turns, thank you. Well, I got to do the Underworld Breach Timewalk thing. Let's consider. Put that in my graveyard. Wow, we are drawing some lands here. But I could just attack them twice and they die. Yeah. That was so sick. Breach Timewalk. It's the new metagame. They're like Reanimator? I don't think I have much to deal with that. Well, this hand does it all. Except for play creatures, but Tameo Timewalk. Yeah, I'm really salty about that last game. I think the last game I win if instead of playing Subtlety, I just jam Tameo and then I can Timewalk. Or if I grabbed Timewalk off the Tameo. So I think I'm going to Misty Rainforest for that tapped land. This does mean I can't mana drain on turn 2. But I can daze if I draw it. Blazemire Verge. Let's go Scalding Tarn and just pass. The more I can like have them not use their mana, the better it is. This is Liliana. Not great. Feels like Liliana given the way they're tapping. Kaito Shizuki. Okay. So they can make a ninja? Interesting. They must just be on Reanimator. Oh, okay. I thought they would make a ninja because then I could kill it with Kolaghan's command. But if they make a ninja next turn, I'll be okay as well. Let's grab... As much as I want Raucous Theater, I think I need blue just so I can mana drain. Or, you know, ponder into memory lapse also seems pretty good. But I think what I want to do is have Kolaghan's command up for if they make a 1/1 with Kaito. Or if they attack with Creeping Tar Pit. Right? It's pretty tempting to do this and then get the Kaito value. Baleful Strix is something I can hit with Kolaghan's command if I want to. Wow, they're really playing it slow. Okay. Excellent. Discarding that's good for me. I'm really surprised they're not just making a 1/1 to start clocking me. Let's ponder. I mean, I'm pretty happy with all the cards in my hand, to be honest, but I need cards in my graveyard, so I'm just going to cast Ponder. Fire Ice seems great. Yeah, let's just top. Play this. Go ahead. Does Kaito ultimate? You get an emblem with whenever creature control deals combat damage to a player. Okay, so maybe they're just going in for the ultimate. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, end of turn. I'm going to attempt to Kolaghan's command. Killing that and do 2 damage to Kaito. They will mana leak that. That tells me they probably have other counter magic in hand. Okay, we draw Odawara. Let's go place defense untapped. I think I can still wait like one more turn to time walk because I want to play this fire ice to get more cards in my graveyard. Oh, perfect. Okay, so they do that. This is what we were waiting for. Kill both of you. And hopefully I get to memory lapse something. But I could also save memory lapse to protect Tameo. Come on, tap out for Grave Titan. What's the worst that could happen? Me taking a bunch of turns in a row? Nah, it's not possible. Okay. I'm okay with that. Fire Bluff Canal. So let's attempt Timewalk, see what happens there. Okay, that just resolved. We're gonna attempt Tamio. I don't get the vibe that they have counter magic, but they might. Perfect. Get back Timewalk. I'm gonna take some turns here. Okay, let's uptick Tamio and name Underworld Breach. Underworld Breach. Baleful Strikes, Deathler Shaman, Mana Drain, Stinking Super. Okay. Let's play Treasure Cruise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw a bunch. I get to go Caustic Bronc. I guess I need to play Time Walk first. So let's go land, Time Walk. Now they're fetching. Okay, and then we get to go Caustic Bronco. Phantasmal Image the Bronco. Hot Scour. So let's consider. Well, let's attack with the Broncos first. Attack Kaito. Then we get to go Preordain. Let's bottom. Subtlety is pretty good. Let's consider. Underworld Breach goes on top. Then I can go Island. 1, 2. Yeah, and I could just breach into double Time Walk here. Cast Time Walk. I think double Time Walk. I could be wrong. I can uptick Tamio here. Oculus. Okay, I hit a bunch of nonsense, but we get to Time Walk again. Cool. Sacrifice Breach. I mean, I could kill myself with the Broncos. That is definitely possible. Actually, I might deck myself here. Yikes. Yeah, Caustic Bronco, not the best one, huh? Let's attack them. I go down to 4 cards in deck. Is this flying too close to the sun? 15. Yeah, this is a bit scary because I have to cast the Oculus, I think. I mean, Subtlety. I think I have an extra turn after this, so let's go Subtlety, cast. Do nothing. Tamio is going to get back Time Walk. Cast Time Walk. Play a land. Take my extra turn. Occult Epiphany. Jeez. I can't really attack with the Caustic Broncos. This is going to be 4, 7. No, I think they are dead if I can play this Oculus at the same time. Occult Epiphany for 1 works. That puts 2 cards into my graveyard. Or I can Occult Epiphany for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, for 0. Oh, actually, I have some plays. Okay, let's Occult Epiphany for 0. Then we're going to play the Oculus. Then I'm going to play this. Then I attack them. Draw 2 cards. I think I get an extra turn here. Yeah. And then they die. Woo! The plan I had was to Fairy Mastermind and then Memory Lapse it so I get an extra turn. Wow, what an ending. That was so many turns in a row. That was glorious. I think this deck definitely should have trophied if I played that one match better, but sweet deck definitely needed like a better win condition. I think if I had found Blue Jace or even Thassa's Oracle, this deck would have been unbeatable because I decked myself often. But nevertheless, I had a lot of fun. Hope you did too. See you next time.